Hello, hello. Looks like today we're playing Genshin. After thinking about it for a while. Haven't played this in a long time. I guess the next update's gonna be when Skirk comes out, which is a major character who has probably ice powers and probably a badass, probably something. But we'll see. So first of all, we're at the top of this volcano. Um, yeah. Nothing much to say about this region. It's probably one of the worst. Not in a, not in really a boring way or a bad way. Just in a, not much is going on, and it's surprisingly short. So it's like, oh, okay. Anyway, so there was like this little thing where it's like, gotta open the door, and then you like go over here, talk to some people. Then there's like a little thing to get up to this area. It's honestly like that's everything. So, uh, but yeah, then we had to like we were trying to find out stuff up there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Oh, amazing. So like a bird brought a thing down here, and so we're chasing the bird. Oh, chosen of dragons, traverse the eternal city, venture into the heart of the sacred mountain. And then you guys can read it. Whoa. Is your head okay? After all, you did fall. You're not hurt. Yeah, you seem fine. What about you? I'm in one piece. I'm so scared. Something leaked out in any bit to my soul. Are you serious? Just glad you're not hurt. Who'd have thought there'd be such a huge space underneath this volcano? Super dark though. Pass me a torch. Just keep assuming we have one. Maybe one might even magically manifest. Explore the area a bit. Alright, let's go. So apparently, I didn't realize it at all. And I didn't know this at all. But there's a whole map here underneath the volcano. And I'm like, what? Like, because I was just like, oh yeah, I'll just do this and then whatever. And then suddenly this happened. And I'm like, what? Like, jump in the volcano. And I'm like, uh-huh. And then like I opened up the map part and then it showed ancient sacred mountain. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll put this on the stream. Maybe not all of it, but at least some of it. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to be. How big this area is. I mean, so far it looks very enclosed. Get to work. So these are the characters I was playing just because, like, I wanted to increase their trust. But I'm probably going to have to take them off. Obviously not a good team. But yeah, I was just trying to trying to get my trust up. As usual, the game just doesn't like it when you do that. Oh, I also finished the constellations for Pyro, main character.
You two, time to end them. Fulfill our pact.
So she's stronger now. But yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be using her. I'd have to like build her, and I don't know how much worth that would be. Oh, it's going fast. Oh yeah. See, that's the thing that was taken by a bird. We don't know why. We have no idea why. We'll just do this. Back to Arlecchino. Stupid, what's up? Found something? Wow. Oh, it's that statue. It doesn't look like him. Oh, you don't think so? Oh, I think so. It's moving! It's a mechanical dragon or something. It's a robot. Moderate dust accumulation, storage medium, activated speech, remote extract. We got it. It's a robot. It's a machine. Well, it looks like those source mechanisms and that strange light floating around it feels like we've seen that somewhere. Why is it stop moving? Warg. Seems my voice module works. Well, an honored guest, I have waited you for so long. Sorry, something wrong? Did you just suddenly make that loud noise? You scared me. Did I? Then that as well. Dynamic entrance is the only entrance is the only way to leave a lasting impression. Otherwise, I'd worry that you might feel I was neglecting you. Who are you? Oh, I'm a cattle. You may so call it, but such things as names hold little meaning. Individual modification requests 150 years after war. Designated change to one from a list of the fallen. A hekato. Yes, indeed. Since then, this body has been named a hekato. We're not in a hurry. I'm gonna call him E. Let E clear away at least some smidgen of darkness that lies before you. Follow me. By the way, there was no hint that this was gonna happen before this. Why does underneath the volcano look like this? Also, didn't we jump in lava? Or maybe it was like a portal type of thing right above the lava, I guess. Let me hear the music. Sounds too quiet. Should explain this place was not always dark inside of a volcano. However, after the war, the city was destroyed. After that, such a huge mechanism could hardly continue to function. War? Yes, a war between the Dragonborn and the humans. No, the war in which the original Master of Flame was killed. The master of this place is long since dead, and not else but the city ekes out survival. Though who can really say? Perhaps the city too has already ceased to live. Or perhaps so many things that once existed were nothing more than illusion. We each stand to benefit, little one. You get what you came for, and I hope to borrow your power to solve a problem. So you must reach the heart of the sacred mountain, but mountain's power was cut off. Get the seals. The oath dictates only humans may activate it. Interesting twist. The poor child who used this message to infiltrate the sacred mountain was in the end brought to ruin by someone else using nigh identical means. Such has it ever been. Just as the followers of a tyrant are driven out by heroes, and after many years of wandering, their descendants end tyranny in some other realm. World and its affairs are akin to a stage play. Blah 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 blah. Get off topic. Go unlock this. That's it. As usual, some of the most impressive stuff is not voice acted. How are we inside of a volcano right now? Well, this looks like a very short area. Just kind of go over here, and then it kind of looks like you go over here and around, but then I don't know, maybe this is, yeah, that might be the ending spot. Yeah, maybe. Kind of reminds me of Atlantis in that movie. Have I officially given you its name, by the way? I believe I have not. No matter. Welcome to, darn it, the first sacred city, Tolan, land of primal flame. Whoa, was not expecting the volcano to look like this on the inside. Is that really where we are, or did we get yoinked to a different spot when we were through the volcano's mouth? Oh, this is definitely the interior. But even I know not how long it has been since I saw such sight. Only when the sun shone upon you once more did I see that you had moldered so. Sorry. Sentimental. Energy reserves low. Going into hibernation. Is he gonna die? No, no, I think to live a long time ago. I'm just energy stored in this robot. Destroy the seal. Only then can you truly activate the celestial axis. You're right. We'll meet again. I'm confused. Or was someone else speaking through it? Was that really him talking? Whatever, let's go. True about the astral assemblage he mentioned just now. Does he mean something like that big fireball from earlier? And what's this celestial axis thing? We don't have any idea what it is. Oh well. Let's look around. So up to this point, the volcano has been constantly erupting. Nothing much more deep than that. Just literally just constantly erupting. So there's that.
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Over there? Yeah, okay. Weird.
Skyward! Scatter!
We'll try to speedrun this a bit. Let me see. Yeah, it's really what I was expecting.
Skyward! Scatter!
Yeah, that thing over there is kind of weird. And that.
Scatter!
Oh, there. Is this a different one or the same one? Location, celestial axis, core assemblage are activated. Main astral assemblage must be restabilized. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Activate stuff. Oh, yeah, I guess I better do this.
Transfix! Show them. Emerge.
But yeah, I've been kind of realizing that even though I have a lot of time, I
Impressive bounty.
feel like I haven't been taking as much advantage of my time as possible. Like, it's not like I have to catch up in games, like, technically, but it's like, well, I do want to catch up, though.
Right here. Emerge. Right
Wait,
here.
how do I blow that up?
Laid bare.
Oh, not quite. Okay. Oh, I see. I just realized how I'm supposed to do that. Damn it. Can I climb? Okay, good. It's been a long time since I used this, this type of, power. Wait, how are you supposed to... Are you supposed to grab it from over there? Really? I guess we'll find out. I mean, they blew up right next to it. You'd think that that would have been enough, but no. That's what I thought. So, do I have to just travel over there? Or do I... Can I shoot it from here? Actually, it got weirdly close. That was actually extremely, extremely close. Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, that looked really close, man. Still, I wonder how you were supposed to technically do that, because I didn't see anything else to grab. Got a filler on that side. Weird.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Oh, crap. I was just wondering. Sheesh. Now what? Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
Still, I would have preferred inside an actual volcano. Makes me think about Zelda Breath of the Wild and how people would compare this. And now, like, nah, it's not similar at all. Not even a little bit, really. Ooh, wait a second. Corrupted data, sufficient energy. Oh, well, that's weird. Wait, what? Okay. There we go. Okay. Thought that might have been actually relevant to the main path, but okay. Oh crap, crap. That was weird. This is weird. Okay,
Right now, emerge. Get to work. Yeah, skyward. Perhaps one should invent some form of curial discernment mechanism.
wait a second. Wait a second. Just remembered something. Okay. Okay. You get images that we're not allowed to see. Long ago, great sovereign illuminated the world with long horns, changed landscape. It was a dragon. Made a reservoir of memories and wisdom, which is this city. Donned its original form. First memory preserved in the lake of blazing fire. The dragons used to have it so easy. I thought they always had it easy, but okay. Where am I supposed to go now? I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do, but I guess we'll find out. Seems a little relevant. Oh, that was a coincidence. I don't know if this matters, but I guess we'll try it. Oh right, I forgot about that. I thought this was a different one. I don't get it.
Skyward, scatter.
Oh, I guess there was a path somewhere. Fine, we'll do this.
Emerge right now.
Maybe I don't have to do it, but I'll do it.
East Papa, get him. Skyward. Emerge. Come on out. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge right now, right here. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Okay, I guess it may be kind of required.
Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Another flashback. Many dragons immersed themselves in the lake of fire and gained wisdom. Yeah. Now, none come here to seek wisdom. It's been stagnating and being used for weapons. Flame Lord of many dragons feigned death on account of the pitch black shadow that plagued him. Populace outside the volcano raised their banners of resistance. Only violence could have suppressed that unease. Energy medium retrieved. Oh shit. I didn't even know that was a thing. That looked really likely that anybody could have been ran into like that, but okay. Cool. And we're in this one this quickly. Immerse yourself. Images flash. Many years since the Pyro Dragon Sovereign and the first human tumbled together into the volcano's depth. Oh. The sacred city is pitch black, having been sealed away. Maybe through primal flame lost or to adapt to the realm of humanity. Both dragons forsook wisdom and form. Others reduced to ash when the furnace blazing in the breasts burnt out. Silver white shadow steps out into the blazing pool that lies within the city. He knows he can no longer obtain wisdom. But yes, perhaps it is because memory too is a hard to come by experience. So he replies in self-mockery, for there are many figures he can now only meet here. Perhaps it is because memory, too, is a hard to come by experience. Okay, that's weird. I don't understand that. One more maybe? Or maybe that's it. Yeah, I can't tell. I'm sure there's a way to get over there, but I don't see it.
Skyward! Scatter!
Something about monsters. Maybe I skipped over them. Oh my gosh. I saw treasure too. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, apparently I'm really far ahead. Assuming I'm in lava. Okay, that was lucky. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, so I could have done that one? Wait, maybe not? I don't know. I was literally right here before. I don't remember there being a button that I could press. Oh crap, that's bad. I couldn't jump. I think it was on cooldown. Oh crap. There you go. So that's not too bad. Wait, what? Maybe it is too bad. What the heck was that? What? Do I have to redo this? Wait, what? What? Gosh, this is awful. Yeah, I think I'm about to get hit for no reason. Yeah, it just restarted the whole process for some reason. Okay. I mean, how do I get up there? Like, I think it'd have to be just like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I don't know what the whole point of that even was. Okay. Alright. Weird. Okay. Reactivate somewhere. This is kind of why I wanted to show this on stream though, because like these have become like actually quite short. Not in a good way. But you know, compared to the freaking pyramid, it's better. Oh my gosh, that was 1 out of 3. Phase 2 complete. Verify all, evolve all. Not that it matters, names shall lose meaning. Now, astral assemblage must be activated. Attached to serve as countermeasures against corruption. Before they are completely warped by the abyss. How we accurately identify targets that have been corrupted. Self-experimentation. Has sanity deserted you? This too as well. If nothing else, this body will serve as in this manner. You shall be the least likely to survive once the system is activated. Has the abyss at last routed your mind, or do you simply wish for your kin to be martyred? Such little face you have. All the lords have consented to this, save you. Merely follow your plan as though blind. Never once consider the true meaning behind the scheme. This action does not have my consent. Matters little. Destruction shall also be rebirth. I have my mind made up. I fear this as much as I can spend awake each day. In any case, I shall activate it once all is prepared. No room, no different course. I am still searching for another way. Are you certain? You are not bathing the world in flame? Perhaps. I will do anything it takes to keep our shadow foe beyond the circles of this world. Bah. Besides, another way, you say. Will you really find what you seek from those humans of yours? You are in too deep already. I once tried to make you understand, but just as it was with those of our line who sought wisdom through the pools of flame and knowledge and acceptance. Pool of flame. Knowledge and acceptance are two different things. If you wish that, I simply wish for destruction. Whereas you have a world you wish to construct, then stop me, slay me, prove yourself. Know this, Kokolkin, though it may not be prophecy. Simply advise from one who once walked this path, the day shall come, when you shall tread the same road as I. Wait, now where do we go? Or I guess right here. Oh, that was close. Well, that looks cool. Okay. I guess this might be a bit faster. I'll worry about getting treasure chests later. I guess that's why around the volcano there was so little chests. So the dragons, this place was once sealed. Break the seal. Okay. Looks locked up high. Don't know if we have enough strength. There we go. Ooh, crap. Okay. 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 I do not know what I'm doing. Oh, is that an enemy or no? No? Okay. Okay. Maybe. Oh, I thought that'd work. Weird. Let me move. No. I will just make my way. I don't know what I was supposed to do, but I won. That's all I know. Oh. Is this a shield here? Oh, no, okay. There we go. And we're at the top. What? Oh, they're really far behind. Oh. Or maybe not. Why does it matter if it's like that? Or is a ball gonna roll or something? I don't know. Oh. I have to hit it, maybe? Also funny seeing them at the bottom, but then like, no, I'm not. That was weird. I get it though. External interference removed. Reestablish signal. We did it. I like that one more than the last one. Okay. Scene materializes. Operation stream along countless convolutions. Later platforms. We've done it. Yet the one who masterminded this feat is no way inferior to star forging. Stands outside the experimental site as though wholly unrelated. Congratulations, creating something equivalent to a celestial body in miniature. An astral assemblage, is it? Truly a grand achievement. That one would surely have... Wait, did it say something about the moon? Comparable with lunar reconstruction. Okay, I don't know. That one would surely have tucked their wings in and nodded congratulations to you. Were they still with us? If you had been willing to help, it might have been completed long ago. I have no interest in it, but you should help me, Kokolkin. You have driven the old plunderers Herald into the deepest of mountains, yet once its master awakens, it'll bring another catastrophe. Oh, how very noble of you creating this thing to protect your brethren. Pitiable brethren. This is only the beginning, and my days are numbered. I must forge a new path. Perhaps you should let them find their own way. And their way must be walked when your time runs short, when waiting becomes a luxury. Enough waiting, I say. A time will come. When your days go down like the sun behind the hill, you will understand. Then you shall make the same decision that I have. My king, my elder brother, O Lord, who gave me life on the day you yourself were born. On this alone I cannot concede to you. Did we see something that happened when this fireball was made? Surrounding this cake platform had to be the dragons who lived here. Who were the two people speaking? They were dragons, maybe. Anyway, it's broken now, right? So many free treasure chests, oh my gosh. Head over to Celestial Axis in the middle? Wait, ooh, oh my gosh, it's the dragons. We've seen them like once, or at least I did. So these are like dragon souls, basically. Or maybe over here? Wait a second. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I think I can just teleport here. Okay, so that's the only place I haven't been. So that wasn't the... That was where I just was, and yeah, that didn't actually matter. Sorry. Blacked out for a second there. I don't know why. Got any flashbacks? You're finally restored it to normal operation. Then we can reactivate the communication device. In the meantime, please wait a little longer. You have already done well for a human. His existence has dissipated not long ago, in fact, and though names matter little, the name left to this body is Almighty Amaru, the Hallowed Lord. Original bearer of this name was a fool through and through. You may simply name it Amaru. Rar? In life he was arrogant, unrestrained in speech, brainless, and aggravating, but in war he held the threshold of the sealed celestial axis until his final breath. This is that very spot, and this is why I placed a secret source servant who once waited on him here. It is happy to guard the axis in its master's place, or so I imagine. Increase circuits complete. Shafts restart. Appears we are done. Proceed deeper. Oh boy. So that's other area we can worry about later. Huh. I wonder where we're gonna go here. Oh, okay. Oh, kept going. I was gonna say. So we're going deeper into the volcano, right? I guess. Not ready for multiple layers. Eru. You look a little sick. Is that the abyss? Indeed. Invaded the city. At this point, it may be impossible to contain them. When you discover one abyssal creature, then perhaps your home is already infested. Roar. Why do you guys have to be so creepy about it? We'll chop their legs off. That'll put a stop to any marching. That was required to pick that one. How very wise and insightful. And all we need to do is find their legs. As if Paimon could say that with a straight face. Roar. 'Tis a shame, little one, but I fear most abyssal creatures may not need legs. Only by destroying the shadowy foe that bars our path, may you pass through this place and reach the sacred mountain. Nothing can be done now to restore the glory. Neither should its carcass be left to tender mercenaries or mercies of these dark monsters. Don't you have those big fireballs? You don't fight them? No. You mean the astral assemblages? No. They won't trigger mutual annihilation on contact with the abyss. Otherwise, they will continue. Instead, they will instead be corrupted and enveloped by the darkness. What? How do you get corrupted and enveloped by darkness without touching the darkness? Because you're saying that it annihilates on contact with the abyss, and the abyss is darkness. Like what? That he's been sold off. They're all prevented from moving freely. Heart Sacred Mountain. First secret source dragon idol stands guarded up over it. Pain permit. The power source of the idol has also been corrupted. Let's find some way to reactivate it. Warning, damaged, going unconscious. Here's a map. Yeah, let's just go. That's big. And it looks like there might be, well, let's see. Okay, 2 more layers, theoretically. Oh, oops. 1 second. No. Wait a second. Let me just go heal. Cool. Might as well.
Add astro.
Oh my gosh. I actually turned down
Thank you for
the temperature in here, and I'm noticing it's getting hotter and hotter, and I think that's partly why I'm feeling more sleepy. So I knew that that might happen, but I was like, oh, you know, it's supposed to be like 60 degrees in here. It feels like 70. Yeah, I don't know why. It's weird.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Okay, I gotta go change the temperature. Hopefully that's an all. Hopefully it's enough. I don't know. I mean, I changed the temperature more than an hour ago. So I have no idea how after an hour nothing's gotten better or worse in the temperature in this place. Don't get it. I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue. Secret source servant. This bigger. Fancy meeting you again. Apologies. No entry regarding logged humans this far. Not happened in 500 years. Wait, you're not Amaru or E, are you? Individual referred to as such. I am neither. There must be some misunderstanding. I'm prototype, so I have no name. Wait, no, I have no name. I'm the only intelligent secret source servant without a master. Even after Lord Kutol fell, I was still in charge of the most basic city maintenance records. However, everything was lost due to shadowy foe. Do not have data regarding my name. Got the wrong guy or dragon robot. Fine. It's huge, but it doesn't seem too bright. Probably isn't that guy who uses machines to talk to us. It did say that it is in charge of record keeping and stuff. Ask what it knows. Can reach the heart of the sacred mountain. How do we enter the mountain? Newly excavated entrance descends further, defended by idols. Any who wish to gain access to the heart must also obtain a permit. Only then are you allowed in. Heart of the mountain is also called Hutsi Lopoktili. Where can we get this permit? Only by Lord Ku Kodal. Heart of the Sacred Mountain. This apply. What about the energy source? I don't know. I'm corrupted, maybe. If you can eliminate the abyss, perhaps you might find the entry. Marked out potential data storage. I'll eliminate the corruption. I don't know. Nothing to say. Like, how much longer? Mm-mm. Okay. Maybe I made a mistake here. Oh, that's a good sign. Even if it's not quite. I mean, that's what I was looking for, you know? Okay, no way to get through there, though. At least not now. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna go and do the interlude. This is already taking way longer than I was expecting. Wait, what are these? What is that? Oh, now I remember. It's right. So that's probably this one. No, it's this one. That one. No, so that one is that one. But then what is this one? Whatever. It might be like an event. Though that's not normal to have it mention that color. But yeah, I'm pretty sure with the volcano, you just kind of continue doing that. Unlock some more. Learn about the dragons a little bit. Honestly, the dragons aren't that interesting in my opinion. And then after that, I'd have to. Come here. Come here. Nope. Cat's here. Yeah, old weird. What if they're elderly? Is there something wrong? That was sudden. Dun dun dun. The bestest friends. Already. Dun dun dun. No extra dialogue there. Just need to say, see you around. Crazy idea. Oh boy. I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears. I intend to, but first, if you don't mind, why the sudden change of heart? I was under impression Duluth was the objection of your affection. Crazy idea. Cool. But I do need to see some business, so I'll take my leave. Cool story, bro. No, you're exactly who I expected to find. How have you been? We're good. How are you guys doing? Private Catherine. Conversation, Catherine. Jean sent me to find you when you. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Oh gosh. Wait a second. What? Wait a second. Let me look at the stream. Wow, that just skipped through something. Did I click something too fast? I don't know. Like, Gene told us to get us when we came back, or Gene told him to get us when we came back. What, wrong direction? Not exactly. Oh, why is Yola here speaking but not Kaya? Yeah, I found him. Yeah, you get it. Wait, actually, no, wait. These are all captains? Like, actually, these guys are all the equivalent of Yola and Kaya? It's weird because he says he's captain of the Ninth Company, but, like, I thought he specifically is, like, cavalry, I thought, maybe? So weird thing, these two random NPCs as captains also. Like, I understand that you can't have everybody be a captain, but it still seems a little weird. Hmm. Somehow we have not seen many captains. Like, let me think. Are there only 9? I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, thanks for coming. Is everything all right? There's tons of people outside. That would be the captains. You know a few of them already. I'm sure there are some new faces and a number of incidents. Wrapping up, I gathered all the captains together to hold a trial. You don't do trials, you just kill people on sight, right? Or do we just let people do crimes here? Okay, well, we do trials because we have laws. The knights oversee most matters of law and order. Of course, interests of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the church. And the guidance of Barbados, the knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings and goodwill. Today, it requires a joint trial. Hold on, the group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo? Was it what? What? There were 5 people missing. Is Albedo even a captain? I didn't think Albedo was a captain. I know he's the one on trial, by the way. That's what all the trailers tell us. That's the only thing I know. But like, it's still weird because it's like, wait, but Albedo is not a captain, is he? He can be a knight, but not a captain. Yep, that's why you're here. The upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a verdict. Jean, it's time. Understood. Come with me. Yeah, Sucrose is like minor. Diluc. Sit wherever you want. Just remain calm. I hope Albedo at least has a voice. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. What? Why did you even say that? That makes me think it's not going to be fair. Everyone's here. Let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt, I will proceed, oversee the proceedings. Dahlia, Deacon of the what the what? Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor, as representative of our respective organizations, ensure a just verdict in the case. I've literally never seen this deacon. Also, is this like the Pope? Because like there wouldn't be anybody above this guy. That we haven't seen multiple churches. Yes, the defendant is Albedo. What'd you do, Albedo? I killed someone. Certain aspects of this case are classified. It remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. Identities of the victims are unknown. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the verdict. Now, the captain of logistics, Hertha, presents the charges. The court appoints Kaya to speak on Albedo's behalf. What? Okay. Are both parties ready to proceed? Hertha. Yes. Like I like how a random NPC. I mean, I definitely have seen her before. Maybe she was at the mountain, but like, yeah, I've definitely seen her before. But it's just funny that she has her voice, but Kaya, major character, not really. But I know why. But still, floor's yours. Are you sure they were human? They might have been homunculus. Dun dun dun. We don't need here. Trying to tell Quinn earlier. Yeah, we get it. Okay. Golden light. Definitely suspicious. So what you're saying is that you don't know anything. Got it. Defendant, describe your whereabouts. Working on the office on the second floor. Next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish. He has a doppelganger. We're already aware of this. This was brought up a long time ago. Oh, oh finally, that guy talked. If the crime did occur, what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Was it recovered? That's suspicious. In other words, you dug up the location and found nothing. Cool. Yeah, but you didn't find anyone. Yeah, that means nothing. It was the middle of the night. She didn't see right. Uh, Want to say anything? Believe otherwise, but I didn't kill anyone. I literally have a doppelganger. He's the one that did it. Literally no reason to do anything I did. It's not even circumstantial. You have no actual proof. I saw him with a body. We checked the. We brought the. We saw the place where he dropped the body, but it wasn't there. Proceed. Diluc. You do know that there's other people that would be near Diluc's winery, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath the cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings for literally no reason. It's almost like it was to frame himself. From what I could tell, he looked like the body of an adult male. Couldn't make out the age. Buried the body beneath the cliffs. Smoothed out the ground. So what was Dalek doing there? There's such a thing. Don Winery is my home. Not unusual for me to take walks in the middle of the night. I just happen to be there in the right place at the right time. That's all. Uh huh. Well, yeah, okay, sure. So, where are the bodies? Yeah. Oh my gosh, she found a box or something. It looks like the teeth and the femur of a human. Now it does beg the question: if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Arbadel is the only one who can answer that. I mean, that just sounds like alchemy from his doppelganger, because the alchemy can create a body, a human body. It was not I mean, it could be a live human body technically, but just here's a body, and then the ingredients just turn back to normal. Sounds like you think he's guilty. If you say so. Can you prove it? Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Logical, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. Two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Presenting the results of her research, noticed some flaws in the data, insist on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Albedo. Also, wouldn't Lisa also know they were there? That's right, we were in the library together. Yes. Mhm. She has no reason to lie either. Yes. Yeah, uh-huh. I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. Truth is paramount. I see that I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Actually, what time what did the murder take place, though? Or whatever. I know. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive. What exact method could reduce a human body to those remains? What's tricky about it? No, it's actually pretty straightforward. You have no evidence, and no one that we know of is dead. Like, it is possible to actually see something. It's already weird enough that Diluc didn't actually confront Albedo then and there. Okay. Correspondence. That does not. That envelope does look like it belongs to Macero. How would you know? Wait. Again, I already know that it's a doppelganger. Concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. Okay. Putrefaction. Okay. We don't know what alchemy is. First of all, who's he talking to? But more importantly, none of this is actually incriminating at all. Okay. I trust investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting. Blah, 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 blah. If you say so. The fact that you have no bodies. So what you're saying is he created life and then buried the body? That's it? That's all? That's actually really weird. Like, that was so not definitive. It was bizarre. What? What can't be true? Nothing he said implied that he killed somebody. Why? Nope. I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'll bet it's stupid. He could just say like, well, theoretically, this is the way that it could happen, but that doesn't mean that anybody died. Huh? Then we are in agreement. Evidence is not conclusive on the charge of murder. We literally have no proof. You're not guilty. People in attendance are shocked for some reason. I don't know why. Stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an appeal. Okay, whatever. It's taken away. Something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Obata know all too well, but the people at Mondstadt have yet to discover. Obata told me specifically that he has a synthetic human. He was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with? Didn't we already know that he has a clone? Like we know this, don't we? But what? Following in Reindotter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse. She was there the whole time. Um, Here's a message. You're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there. I know when you get there. Can you please not do this crap? Time's like the wind. It waits for no one. Barbados? I don't know. What? No. Shut up. Shut up. Like, oh, it's related to previous events. Yes, I remember events from 4 years ago. Your point? Oh, I was going to remind you. Oh, wait, what? What? Specifically for this? Really? Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, it's Barbados, like I thought. I mean, I don't know why, but sure, okay. Oh, cool. Celestia's right there. Ah, I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me? Who are you? Who? You called us here so we could meet with Venti? I don't think so. What? But he already knows. But okay, sure, whatever. Barbados knows everything, but okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Thought this was common knowledge. Don't worry, Dahlia and I are very close. He knows everything. How old is this kid? or young? Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting. No one does that better than Dahlia. Wait, would they know about his background, though? I wonder. Well, it's not even Archon like. It's kind of weird because it's like a personal person, you know. I knew from the moment Ryan Daughter and Alice brought Abeta to Mondstadt when those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. Cryptoprin's a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Abeta's motives. His true identity is a potential weakness. I don't know what the potential weakness means. Not really. Prove it. Based on what? In fact, I would actually say it's the opposite in this case. Like, I don't think we've ever heard about a fake human going on a killing spree. Maybe ghosts. Maybe it's about. Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation? He's just instead being strange things have happened in Mondstadt, even though we should be having fun. Share your observations. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is, said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set a soul free. Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life, at least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such case, even the seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in its time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it. Well, even if Balbedo wasn't at the center of the case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being the honorary knight, right? You still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold. I vaguely remember this. Wasn't this in like the summer event? Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to Dodo communication device. We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. It's Alice's, by the way. A mega witch, if you're not aware. Anyway, this invention with a little help from a trick of mine will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out. We can chat. We'll do our best. That's all. No matter what comes, you have us on your side. Wait a second. I saw something interesting. So I haven't been to this hill in a long time. And you can see so much. Like there we got Fontaine, the waterfall, and the peak, and the research facility. And then over here in the cutscene it was a little clearer, but yeah, you can see that new China area with the floating thing there. I don't know what you call it. And then you can see, of course, the highest peak in the leeway. I forgot. I don't say leeway that often. Mountain, of course. But then also you could see Inazuma. I remember hearing that Inazuma at one point was actually not visible from the mainland, but that was a long time ago, I think. But yeah, I'm still shocked that like all of this part of Mondstadt, like all of that, doesn't really have much at all. Like it's crazy how empty this area is especially compared to other regions. But yeah, eventually we'll be able to see even more over here, theoretically. Pretty much. Well, there's where the dragon was. But yeah, pretty much everything like here over could be Mondstadt or Snezhnaya. But then apparently we're gonna be learning about what was it? Something crate? Like the new region is gonna be something completely unrelated instead of Snezhnaya. Hmm. Wait a second, let me go check something. Okay, I don't have anything. I'm pretty much saving for Skirk right now. Aoife right there, that guy with the hat. He's available now, but I'll wait for him to be free, hopefully, eventually. He's cool. I used him in a trial. He's fine. Escoffier, I have no idea what the heck is going on with this girl. She's fine. She's a cook. I don't know. I don't know why they made her. Like yeah, I am really interested. I gotta go look up. There was like six silhouettes that they revealed at one point, and I guess she was one of them. I think Skirk is. I think we're quickly getting to the point where we've actually went through most of those silhouettes except for Skirk, which is expected. I mean, Skirk is the one that people actually want. Oh, right, we're in. Huh? Cool. I'm surprised it's only 40%, but Sacred Mountain and Sanctified Land. Wait, Sanctified Land? Hmm. Well, well, we're worried about that some other time, probably. I can't believe that this is actually bigger than the actual mountain. Hmm. Wait, what? Oh, right. I don't know why they do this, but okay. Why you gotta go right there like that? I don't understand the point of that. There we go. I know you'll almost be shocked, but evidence is solid. No, it's not. But okay, sure. Albedo's situation is not looking good. I mean, to be fair, that sounds exactly like something that's happened in Fontaine more than once, I think. But anyway, Marco once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment? A private matter requires my attention. Hi, we're here now. Also, shouldn't there be more captains? I mean, there's only 4 captains out of 9. Unless Jean counts as one, maybe. Perfect time. Kaya has a favor. Uh, Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal. Do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange. I can't read him for the life of me. I need you to start investigating the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? Are you sure? We're just adventurers. You're honorary knights. You can do anything you want. It's I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. I'll look into it on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of it. You never failed us in our time of need. Then we'll kill him. You'll have to. You'll have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you will welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. Hmm. Weird to say that they're expecting a retrial, but okay. Have we ever been able to go up these stairs? I feel like no. Hmm. Then again, even if we did, we couldn't go in these rooms, presumably. They're on. They're investigating. Mm, is Kaya the only one with us for this story? Have some work. So I'll leave you to it. Good luck. Hmm. Let me just look at something real quick. I'm just wondering. No, I don't think there's any way to check here. Wait, D Luke. No, D Luke is not one of the captains. He's a former captain of the Knights. Right, right, right. Now I wanted to see like the whole list of the captains, but like no, I think that we've pretty much seen everybody really. Investigate. Oh, I hate these. Stack of books marked with symbols. Desk's empty. Hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. Resulting noise is a bit unusual. Subtle, but I know it's a hollow compartment. Very well hidden. Lock mechanism is complex, seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the blank project must take advantage of the opportunity. Festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Like, we're already talking about creating life. How hard is it to believe that he actually did create life, but it was just like mindless, so he just buried it and that's it? Amid the notes is a map of a few markings. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes. Third appears to be in Dragonspine. Maybe he doesn't want to incriminate the other one. What if they are actually working together, technically? Hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, could be a body hidden in that last location, or at the very least, what remains of one. It's also worth noting, though, that wasn't it that the first body location they just found like a hat and a shoe, but then the second one they had a human bone. Like, it's very weird. I'm just saying, it's really weird. You found nothing. So what you're saying is you found nothing. Do 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 do. You could go to the locations and check them yourself. How's it going? Oh, well. So Beta's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Share what you learned with Venti. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rheindatter's creations, so there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rheindatter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness. And the evidence you just found, let's just say, it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Why? I don't think so. Perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked. Notes also sounded like him. He literally never said he killed somebody. Comes down to trust. Do you trust him? I mean, trust him not to kill somebody, sure. What? If he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment. I mean, you don't need to tell her yet. You could just, like, go investigate more. No, I didn't hear you totally. Oh, so we are going to check the marked locations now. Now we're going to check the marked locations. We gotta go tell Gene. We gotta go check the marked locations. Like, literally nothing changed. Why did you just jump to doing that instead? The degree to how much I despise Dragonspine cannot be understated. I don't like anything about this place. Hmm. Just a reminder that that Albedo can control Earths, and therefore he could literally just basically Earthbend a hole, open, put the body in, close, done. Like, this is really weird that it's like hole shaped. It's like, what? Like, he could just move out the surface. Everything's covered in snow, but you notice a spot on the ground that looks different. Remove it. Large enough to fit a human body in it. Hole's empty though, and surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this or some monster? No, no hole, but no body. How? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? If Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? I thought that there was other locations, but okay, sure. Find anything? I see. A complicated result. Efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. That's not really how retrials work, but okay. You are guilty of murder. Who did I murder? We don't know. Well, then what is my charge? You can't charge me murder for killing someone that we don't know. Like, what? The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis. It's just if the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, which we know they aren't because nobody's missing, the situation becomes all the more serious. Second trial would likely have to be open to the public. I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor. I mean, why would it be in Albedo's favor if the victims are from Mondstadt? That's the big question. You have to actually prove that they're who the people are, you know? Second trial is set to take place in 2 days. Hope you would consider attending. That's kind of a weird way to put it. Well, okay. I'll carry out my duties. This guy's just constantly suspicious. Just very bizarre. I'm sneaking around. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be. It's gonna be like he reveals that he's Ryan Daughter's creation, and then oh my gosh, but like, okay, we're going based on evidence, man. Either there's proof or there isn't. I don't quite know why being Ryan Daughter's um, creation matters. You could literally just say, nah, he was passed by he was agreed upon by the Animo Archon. So, you know, don't question them. That's it. That's all it takes. Let me know when you're ready. Sure. Why is this like a whole chapter? Is Rain Daughter gonna be relevant? I don't remember if Rain Daughter's alive or dead. Everyone, we now convene for a second trial. By Jean Gunholder, once again oversee. Everything's the same. She represents prosecution, defense. Bring this trial to order. I wish that there was like music here too. If you're wondering why I'm not using Japanese voices, it's because Japanese voices are just so bad. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't like Jean's voice. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like Albedo's voice. And Generally, just people sound way too young. Like, even the NPCs would just be like, they'd sound like teenagers. I'm pretty sure. Anything new? Technically. So there's just human body parts. Cool. Oh, so you actually do have maybe proof? Maybe? I mean, you say several, but like how many? You know? Is it 3? Is it 20? Like I could in the last trial they actually said that there was no one missing. So it's like okay that you did check last time, but then this time, like what? That's actually not very interesting because you just said let's say that there's 10 people missing. Of those 10 people, one of them was in the correct age range and gender and height, and that's it. Like, okay, that means nothing. That's weird. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel. What? Hansel man, male, 46 years old, single, hunter. Disappearance went unreported, likely due to lack of relatives. Actually, in fact, there's no reason to believe that he's actually dead. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism related injury to his leg 3 years ago, damage on the femur bone. Mr. Dialek found is consistent with such an injury. Oh, really? I guess. So it is possible. Okay. It's not completely like, oh, these are just people parts. It's like, no, it could be the same person. There is reason. That's actually reasonable to say it's the same person. So it's probably Hanselman. Specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition somehow. I don't know. Could be anything. Not really. Also, it's not actually confirmed, but sure, whatever. Close enough. But they were noticed. What was his experiment? Like that's the weird part. Like they're not actually addressing the fact that like what was his goal of this? Hmm. Okay. Another one. Okay. Why does this matter? Dawn. Around dawn. So was wait. So Sucrose, was she still asleep? Because we were under the impression, okay, she fell asleep at midnight, but that doesn't mean that she was asleep all night. Mm, Why even bring that up? That's not really true, but okay, sure. Even if you weren't interested in D-Luke, you'd still go and check him out. Like, oh, hey, you're in the middle of the night. Hey, what's going on? This seems pointless. Okay. You're very brave. Oh my gosh. Court thanks you for justice. Justice. Okay. I mean, the weirder part is that Albedo's not even mentioning the possibility of a doppelganger. I guess it's just like not believable or something. You say he has a skill, but like how? You have to describe how. You can't just say, yeah, he did it somehow. Special investigator also uncovers some evidence I will now present to the court. Evidence was, yeah, I mean, we know. Following was found this map. Found with defendant's notes. Markings correspond with the description in the letter. Location of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. Okay, weird. You realize that's basically admission of guilt. Not really, but okay. Evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you the weird part is that I don't even know how you can kill Albedo. Like I legit have no idea. Like I don't think he's like got veins or breathes air, but who knows? Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter. Yeah, he actually wants to say something to defend himself. What I always have. I never killed a single person. It's not there's like no evidence, but okay, sure. Miss Herta, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that, but I would not admit to something I didn't do. Shut up. That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. It seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? You mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? I mean, you could have literally talked to him for the last 2 days. If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me, one of the locations on the map what we found was in Dragonspine. You were the one who uncovered the note, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? Nothing. Amazing. You nod your head and give an honest account. Whatever was kept in whole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place. Not really. Need to think about this. What clue am I missing? So we only knew about it because we found the map. Discover the claw marks around the outside. No body remains. I guess we'll just do these. No, I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need to look at these again. Yeah, shoe, a single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric. Literally no proof whatsoever. That it's so stupid to say. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest Obedo killed somebody and concealed the body. And it's like, what? Why would there be one shoe left and a piece of fabric, and that's it? Literally no explanation. Forensics say teeth and femur belong to Mondstadt citizen. Not really, but sure. No, the forensic result is that the teeth and femur were human. That is all. They just guessed that it was a Mondstadt citizen and had no real proof. Like it'd be one thing if like they had like a metal thing attached to the leg to prove it, but they don't have that. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones, and how? And does that mean he's the killer? Um, Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. Similarities and differences. Based on what we know, all 3 locations was likely used to hide the body. Holes dug in each area seemed big enough. Unlike the first 2 the claw marks around the 3rd hole, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? Why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means that the hole at the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean this connected to the separate incident? I've already thought that maybe in that 3rd hole is like he was trying to create a copy of himself and he thought that he had killed it but it actually survived, but then what, it's trying to then frame him anyway. Sounds kind of like Frankenstein, actually. Like it actually does sound like the Frankenstein book, like trying to frame somebody for murder, but it still seems weird that he just happened to have no alibi those 2 days. He's the Crid Prince, synthetic human created by Gold Daughter. Albedo's steadfast, intelligent, treats everyone kind. I think most people would agree. He also is a calculated thinker. It's fair to say, if he committed a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Albedo was never displaying any ill will toward humanity. He also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I should reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. I shouldn't reveal the truth. Dragonspine has frigid climate. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of even more mysterious creatures. Of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead, possesses lingering life energy. Now that I know about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Obedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks like him. It's fucking stupid. Oh my gosh. I've actually had a clone there before. Like, it's so stupid. That's like, am I supposed to... Here's the thing. I don't have a perfect memory, but I would like to mention the only thing I know about Albedo is that he has a fucking clone of himself, and that's it. We never knew where he went. That's it. He has a clone of himself. This whole thing about Gold Daughter is like so minor because it's like he doesn't know anything about Gold Daughter, so who cares? I want to know more, but he doesn't know anything. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan. Should I help him? What does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. I mean, a break would play it safe, but okay. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state, but that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. Hole was still there with dirt scattered around the perimeter. Looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, markings around the 3rd weren't fresh, suggests that it happened at a different time. For those reasons, believe there's still reasonable doubt in your case. Astute as ever. Allow me to respond. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, and deny any connection. But that's not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations. But there were indeed bodies at each locations. I did kill and bury someone at Dragonspine. You're mistaken. The story doesn't end there. See, he didn't even need us to say anything. He could just state it out loud. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest at Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location. If that happened, then I don't remember if that happened on screen, I guess. So it was a lookalike, exactly like him. Yeah, it does come back to what happened back then. I don't want to be here anymore. Yes, I did. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never thought that someone was a person. Oh, then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony. Who? What? Nani? As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius. Everybody's like, what's going on right now? Uh, so we have a doppelganger. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years, because that is where the subject of my, oh my gosh, that was so fast, of my research lies, to Dragon Durin. Hundreds of years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beat and grows more revitalized by the day. That's actually really funny that he says this, because like, so yeah, if you tried to kill Albedo, he wouldn't die. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project. I mean, you have some kind of imposter. Oh, okay. Like, really silly considering we have 2 Hertas in the room right now, but don't worry about it. Hertha or whatever. Okay. This is so silly. So anyway, you're evil. New rival actually seems more like Herta. Why? Okay. Because we actually have two of you in this room. Okay, so Miles is gonna be also another one. Are there many clones? That'd be even more confusing. Oh, there could be three. There could be three, I guess. Hmm. My head. Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the night of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Herta's left arm. No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core. How would you know that she's the core, though? Okay, that's a lot of them. This is honestly too complicated to even keep track of who is has knives pulled on who. So I'd be like, attack him. Just like I can't keep track of this shit. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way. What? People under her control. That's weird. Um, are they under her control? Time to get moving, everyone. When? When? Where? What? Really? You couldn't animate that? It's time. It's time. All units move out. Third company. Keep on the imposter's tail. Finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed. Yeah, I know, we know. All part of the plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. Really? Okay. As for the witnesses, D. Luke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Okay. How how did they actually like know that you were innocent though? They just we just trusted him. Okay, but like what if you actually had done it? Then just everybody's fucked. Just nepotism to the highest degree. Oh my gosh, it's monsters. They just walked in here, man. They are all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing. Um, resurgence resurgence of Durin's life force. Festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. Made preparations, hoping you could join in battle. Top the city wall. Why is the music so quiet? Yeah, I can't go to the options. I am so glad that I skipped through that most of that trial. I didn't even skip through as much as I could have. Like I could have skipped through way more. Provide mobile support in various areas of the city. Oh, hey Barbados, for some reason. Okay, why is our Barbados here? Is he gonna use his power? Maybe to help people? Maybe? Or Venti. Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please, someone help me. Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you might were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. Okay. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. That's just what I wanted to hear. Yeah, I mean, I thought we already like addressed that fact that like Venti was told about this whole situation before, and they probably talk. I mean, they've been in the same town for like a long while. People can make new friends when we're not here, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, this is like a small town. Everybody just gets to know each other, right? Monsters started surging during the trial. They soon became agitated. Though I never expected these monsters to have become this advanced. Power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially with Stern involved. What witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. That doesn't make sense. So some of them are being corrupt, like being mind controlled by Durin, but then some of them, like, oh, I guess Durin can, like, any creation of Durin, which is any monster on the mountain, can shapeshift, I guess. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when the behavior changed, no one noticed. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack. Yes, monsters slowly digest their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. While the remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Like, why didn't we just start with this? We did everything Albedo said before this. Can we just ignore? Because, like, this was, like, way too extra. Oh, yeah, someone had to do it. Yeah. Sorry, oops. After we defeated that doppelganger, Whopper Flower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? Yeah, you told me the story of Gardner. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed the Whopper Flower into Subject 3. Another imposter on Dragonspine that day? Yes. Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So yeah, this was happened off screen, I think. So you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them all until finally it surges to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the impostor had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected. Yeah, you can. Just knock them out or whatever. That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. Will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. Specialized team will deal with them later. Right, that's the long and short of it. Time to do it. So if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? This should do it. There should now be wind currents across the city. Everyone can hear. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you. You didn't have to broadcast that. Can we just not talk out loud? Oh, just wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness everyone found me. Got me in a tough spot, eh? All right, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other area. Thanks. May the Anima Archon protect you. I've got things covered here. Like, literally all the monsters are, like, super low level, but okay, whatever. Meanwhile. Oh, darn it! I just realized I didn't turn the music back on the desktop. I'll just even increase the volume to make up for it. Sorry, I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Honestly, there's not much going on here anyway. But still, that was a long while. There was no volume. Phew, that was a close one. I suppose things are in order. Though, again, the music is so far in the background. Appreciate the help. No need. Didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. We're in the way. Yeah, we get it. First trial because of fake hurt. No, because of you. Me, what did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Diluc. When did you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters. Sure. Oh, well, we're doing one of these.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Burning disc! Don't get frostbite. Time for retribution! Oh, so sorry.
Actually, it was a pretty hard fight there.
They're over there! Diluc,
If you had time to make it out, I'm guessing the areas are
What?
secure.
We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. You made the right choice to control the
So
roads.
what's the status over here?
All under control. Have this area covered. You mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you? Really? You don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer. How did he help him?
That's so sweet.
I don't remember how you helped him. Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for Kai, good work as always. Of course, stay safe. Cinematic. Visuals here too, apparently. Technically everybody's here, but whatever. Shouldn't there be like a lot of monsters, like a lot more monsters maybe? Oh my gosh, this would not be a good duo to fight with. Oh, okay, that's better.
I'll protect us. Hi.
I guess just being around her. Yeah, it's just, this is the only way to do it. Oh, okay. Right, you should be on
Thank
the
you
mend.
so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out on the front lines, are you? You're still
Don't
injured.
worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, we can give you a hand. As you said, it's chaotic. And your party should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you
Of course.
myself.
Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. Leave the cathedral to you, then, Barbara. Count on me. Don't really know how all this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for a long time, so I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. This would be a lot more emotional if we actually heard the voice acting. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Do you need anything? Just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen. So don't worry about it and take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine. He's our authority on that region. So we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city's going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can. We will protect you. Don't worry. I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay. Could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. Cinematic camera time. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot Mona even exists here. Please don't show Bennett. Yeah, it is weird that we haven't seen Amber until now. They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters. 25 failure churls, 2 blazing axe meta hurls, a bunch of others of different slimes. Elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Oh, okay. Weird. Oh. Wait, maybe not? No, yeah, I gotta kill the monsters, I guess.
Hey, go, Baron!
Providing cover fire. Yeah.
This is not a great duo to fight with. Oh, by the way, I got Venti off stream. That was, I forget how many weeks ago. Probably like a month ago.
Final warning. I'll be the ice above. Leave the wounded to me.
Get it! Let it rain!
Not a fun fight. Sheesh.
Engaging.
We got just really generic music playing here.
Let's keep going, team. Final warning.
No escape!
All units are...
Bertha!
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident?
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
That's weird.
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Gets a chill thinking about a monster replacing someone close to you. You're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Are you okay, Albedo? The trial wasn't too hard. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. I'm so worried. Same here, I thought it was real at one point. I was in shock. So you didn't know, Amber. Then it seems Yola did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. No need to worry. I'm no worse for wear. Sounds like Yola, right? She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with an idea that she would disappear. Also explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap, it was all part of the plan. Spread the rumor that she was missing, then the news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which were important because we needed it to be credible. Imposter saw the gap in our ranks, couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
What the fuck? That's so long ago! Oh my gosh!
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Wait, if that was 6 months ago, how long has it been? How long have they been venturing? Because it hasn't. I don't think it's been years. I don't think. I'm like, oh my gosh, 6 months ago. Then again, Windbloom. I mean, the assumption is that if the Windbloom is happening, then that only happens once a year. So maybe this is happening in real time. Maybe. Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
How did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. Couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. That's what I thought. Like, I was like, okay, well, we know that they're an imposter. The bigger question is, you know, what their motives are, basically. But then I didn't think there was more than one imposter, so there's that. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise. And if my true identity got out, the public trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue it back and expose my origins. Keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out. Except for the part where, if you exposed your origins, that actually wouldn't guarantee that you would be in big trouble.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that. You probably don't know it, but you've been part of the plan since the beginning. But I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my apology. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. Might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letter in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover, someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. But I knew your sense of responsibility and justice would compel you to start your own investigation. Hertha has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the better of her. The perfect time for us to strike. I bet I was right. You were part of the plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. Please don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing the best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan. As it was, we had no choice. We'll always be friends with you guys.
That means a lot.
Thanks for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. We should be thanking you, Honorary Knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. If you run into anyone who needs a safe place, send them here. Watch over them. Okay. Wait a second. Okay.
Lupercal, it's you.
Been a long time since I've played as Albedo.
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
Yeah, and again, it was most suspicious that Lisa just wasn't involved in any of this. Maybe she's in Sumeru right now, maybe. Oh, there. Okay. Been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleash lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. Only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all, and mine was a gentle old man from Spantamad school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to interfere.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Seemed in good spirits, Lisa. Oh well, it's good to move about every once in a while.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Pirate.
We're providing support. Well, there's something you need to explain, you can tell me anything. I hope you're doing
Yeah.
that.
Plus, we kinda already heard what you said, so.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Coming to be.
Okay, looks like the main character's strong again.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
We won! Great work. I'll be counting on you.
Albedo, you can't be
Vecchiola.
serious.
No problem, just leave it to Clea. Are you going on patrol? Clea heard you went camping for a few days.
Camping. Ah, right.
Just report back to Jean. Sell my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Yola would be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Clea will do her best. I know it won't take too long, but I gotta go to the bathroom. It's been going for a bit now. Wait a second. Okay, right back to it. Yeah, this whole music should be like way more action packed. Okay, we did it. Anyone hurt? Like, oh, wait a second. Good, our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it. Hey, everybody doing good?
Amber?
Everyone's dead. Yep, we're all good. Yep, we're good. Amazing. Yola was lucky to have you. We're missing a few. Mission complete. Okay, good job, everyone. Yeah, good job to you too, Jean. I believe you deserve a break. My work isn't finished. A few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends, yes, of course. We can talk about it at headquarters. You should be here too. Alright, everyone. Go sleep. Wanna come with us, Clee? Drink some tea and eat some moon pies. Yeah. Yeah, just another day of being a knight in Favonius. I really feel like this is not main story, by the way. This just seems like Windbloom, and that's it. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No apologies. Just forget I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. That's for something noticeable. Well, picked up an anxious voices of a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing the subject two's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh.
Really? A
No
miracle?
wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
Why? That same feeling. It's close. Wait a second. Phonia? Okay. Ah, Miss Phonia. How can you tell through the wall? Here to make your report?
Nothing much to report, actually.
Nothing. Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? Why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. Sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you're under Durin's influence. You have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Oh no. How is it that Durin can just mind control you? Don't move. Let's continue this discussion at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. I actually thought he was gonna, like, speak reason, basically. With, you know, like, you could talk to Durin, you know? No, Durin doesn't want to talk. Okay, sure, I guess. Alright, everyone's looking after Phonia. Tell me, can you help her? Yeah.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
It's a personal project. Tripartite conference? Varka came up with the idea. Asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. Chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any difference, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
No, it's just that all the witches are very old. Wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. Type to crack a joke at every opportunity. So whatever age that is. Yeah, maybe we're gonna see him in the next update. The expansion. I think I did hear that the big thing about the next year of updates is I think that they are going to be filling in gaps in the map, such as the rest of Mondstadt, the rest of Fontaine, maybe a bit more Natland, maybe more Inazuma, and the shoreline of Leeway, something like that. Maybe. I mean, it's a little hard to say though, because like there is a new region. We just don't know how big it is though. Anyway, the conference is a gathering place of 3 parties. The Hexen Circle, Animo Archon, joint forces with the Knights and Church. Lord Barbatus was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor, convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Oh, related to the Snezhnaya? Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Pass me the Dodo communication.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. I think this should do it. Alice, I assume.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Wait, maybe Varka won't be a playable character. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Okay. weird thing. Alright.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
He hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the tripartite conference? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius, requests a formal meeting with the Hexens.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
Want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials,
Okay.
yes.
That makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right where? Here? Now?
Hello again, everyone.
Okay, sure. Hey, Alice, I see you turned yourself into Giant
Darling,
Dodoko.
isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow. The attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thanks. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to the office. He's waiting for you there. Sheesh, a lot of just random stuff happening now.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Hey, not so loud.
Mini Turin?
Well, actually, I've been kind of helping you guys in secret. Tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off. Even though I couldn't play games, I still had a lot of fun. That's not why I'm here. Albedo made a promise to accomplish something
What
great.
do you mean?
I'm gonna replace Dern on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutation. So you're Albedo's intended subject. He's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Minnie?
I don't know if I want it, but I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. I do know this. I have just as much of a right to his name. I don't want to lose to the other Dern. It's not that simple. He talked to me about it. He said Dern on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts. I don't know what that will look like if I can even still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal, but we're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. Want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon becoming human both sound pretty meaningful to me. Don't worry, no one's forcing me. I made a choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm pretty grateful. Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat. Albedo told me he's Creed Prince, a synthetic human. If this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, there's only one other person like me in this world. And that makes us
Definitely.
family.
You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hakai know about this?
Yeah, I told him. He didn't try to stop me. Just told me to get a move on. Didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea. A little scared, but excited too. Anyway, really glad. Feel a lot better now. Okay. Talk to Alice.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
No unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwittingly part myself down on some important lady's
I
chair.
highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
What happens? She's busy.
All right, never mind. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I intend to kill the evil Dern in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd like to request some alchemical reagents from
Which
Hexen Circle.
ones? I'm
First would be the flesh of the immortal monster from Mara Javari.
interesting. What else?
The other, the portion of the embryo left by my mother, granddaughter.
The raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Yep. Duran's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. Could be centuries or millennia, but the day will come. I've been investigating him, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. Just kitty cat. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt, at less than half of his original strengths. No telling how dire the circumstances could be if he ever regained his full life force. So we want to be free of the danger posed by him. Unfortunately, Duran is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So, rather than kill him, we'll resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform into a human-like being. During the summer, Clea and I visited a fairy tale world called Simolanka. It was created by mages from Hexenzirkel. I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
During that journey, I learned that with certainty that Duran would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. Met the pure soul M had created, and I knew if I wanted to change Duran's fate, he could be the key. Devised an alchemical model for transmutation, blood from the original dragon's heart, remnants, embryo. Corrosive nature of the dragon's venom and the heightened vitality of the monster's remnants will offset each other, keeping their construct body in perfect balance. Powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I get it.
The glint in your eye
Alchemy,
when you
I
talk
get it.
about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you think that's a
Of
bad thing?
course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition.
Oh my gosh.
You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
I understand. Figure something like this might happen. That's why they're here. Wait, what? No longer... I can think of no better partner.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved the spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one
Well,
another.
success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out. What? The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table.
Will you go through the trial with me? Sure.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Oh, okay. Certainly in keeping with Hexenzirkel's modality. Modality? We've been shrunk down to chess piece size.
Oh, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing. Just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual. Nothing's different to her spirit. Don't worry, you'll be back with her in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
I also didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Okay, stream's over. I'm tired. It's over. It might only be an hour left in the story, but I'll do it tomorrow or something. Whatever. I'm tired. I don't know why this has so much filler. It feels like it's just so much filler. Though, to be fair, part of the issue was that I did do the volcano before this. Hopefully I'll do the volcano next time I play too. I think it's going to be tomorrow. I guess we'll see. I mean, probably will be tomorrow though. I'll just do this at the beginning and then I'll do another thing and then I'll do another thing. I think it'll turn out fine. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll pretty much just leave off from here. I'm just gonna close it right like this, and we'll see where I end up. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.